The first sign of spring in Nara Yamatoji, the ancient city of Nara, is the sweet smell of plum blossoms. In front of Todaiji Nigatsudo, preparation for the Shuni-e ceremony begins with the making of giant torches. This city has seen much history, but one thing that hasn't changed over the years is the plum blossoms. Enveloping the city with their aroma, they signal the coming of spring. The Nigatsudo Hall in Todaiji Temple. The ceremony of Shuni-e lasts for almost the entire month of February in the lunar calendar. It is formally known as the Juichimen Kekka ritual. 11 priests are chosen to repent the mistakes made daily by mankind and to pray for peace on earth and a good harvest. Gotai Tochi is a ritual of resolve performed by the chosen priests who are going through austerities. The priests beat their bodies against special boards and pray for the happiness of man. March 13th. In the early hours of the morning, fragrant water is scooped out from a well and offered to the statue of Juichimen Kannon, or the 11-faced goddess of mercy. The term omizutori, which means taking water, comes from this ritual. The fire ritual of Dattan. To purify the interior of the sanctum, the priests dance around a hole with Dattan giant torches in their hands. The Shuni-e ceremony has been performed at the Nigatsudo Hall of Todaiji Temple without interruption since the year 752. It is a prayer ceremony for all living things on earth. On March 14th, the last night of the ceremony, 10 torches are lined up along the balcony. Then the 11 chosen priests hold a lengthy service. Spring is the season of cherry blossoms. The Shuni-e ceremony at Yakushiji Temple. Known as the Hanai Shiki, or Festival of Flowers, 10 different varieties of handmade paper flowers, including plum blossoms, cherry blossoms, and camellias, are offered to the main statue of worship. In a ritual called Shushi Saho, the chosen priest uses a sword to cut through the evils in the universe and creates a pure and sacred perimeter called Kekkai. On the evening of April 5th, Oni Oishiki, a ritual of chasing away the devils, takes place in front of Kondo Hall. Empowered by Yakushi Nyorai, or the Buddha of medicine, Bishamonten, the god of war, defeats 5 rampaging ogres. A solemn mood envelops the Nara night. Ishibutai Kofun is an ancient mound said to be the resting place of Soga no Umako, a member of a powerful ruling clan from the early 7th century. The cherry blossoms in full bloom illuminate the historical stage. The Ishibutai has many epic ancient tales to tell. Glistening in the rain, the tomb is ever more beautiful. The cherry blossoms of Yoshino have fascinated many throughout the centuries. It is a grand spectacle of cherry blossoms. Zahodo Hall in Kimpusenji Temple. This temple was founded by En no Gyoja 1,300 years ago. En no Gyoja carved a statue of the deity Zao Gongen on a cherry blossom tree. Since then, cherry blossom trees have been regarded as sacred in Yoshino and have been cherished and protected. Chikurin-in is nestled along the hillside of Yoshino Mountain. They say that Hideyoshi, the medieval hero, held a banquet here when he came to view the beautiful cherry blossoms. Many historically famous Japanese have been known to adore the cherry blossoms of Yoshino, including Yoshitsune, the tragic hero of the Kamakura era, Go-Daigo, the crafty emperor, and Saigyo, the poet-priest. From the foothills to the mountain ridges, there are some 30,000 Shiroyama Zakura, or white mountain cherry blossom trees. For generations, the people of Yoshino have cared for these trees like their own children. Yoshino Mountain is considered holy ground for the Shugendo worshippers. The Hana Kueshiki, or flower ceremony, takes place when the cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Priests, mountaineering ascetics, and Yakko valets parade through the flowering mountain and offer cherry blossoms to the deity of Kongozao Gongen. Yoshino is also famous for growing kuzu arrowroot. Dry sweets in the shape of cherry blossoms are made from high-grade Yoshino kuzu. Open-work lanterns are made with cherry blossom motifs. Flickering flames and flower-shaped lights quiver in the wind. Within the tranquil scenery of Katsuragi stands Taimadera Temple. Of all the twin towers built during the Nara period, only the east and west towers at Taimadera Temple have stood the test of time and survive today. cherry blossoms add color to the historic temple. Along with Yoshino, Hasedera Temple is also famous for its cherry blossoms. Known as the Flower Temple, the grounds blossom with various flowers year-round. This distinguished temple is mentioned in the Tale of Genji and has been standing for more than 1,000 years. Soni Village has the backdrop of a peculiar shaped rock called Byobu-iwa. Shaped like a folding screen wall, Byobu-iwa soars 200 meters high and stretches for 2 kilometers. The cherry blossoms on Byobu-iwa are in full bloom. Youth groups from the village started planting the trees in the middle of the Meiji era, and now, after more than a century, the splendor of the blossoms creates a miraculous scene. Cherry blossom trees line Sahogawa River. The river is named after Princess Saho, the goddess of spring. Spring in Nara Yamatoji is simply magical. The world's largest wooden structure, Todaiji Daibutsuren, the hall of the great Buddha at Todaiji Temple. Guarding the temple from all directions are the gargoyles on the roof. The master craftsmanship is one of the best in Japan, combining grace with strength. Kofukuji Temple is famous for its Goju no To, or 5-story pagoda. The Ashura statue is a masterpiece of the Tenpyo era. The peaceful expression of the face in the center reveals the moment that Buddha's teaching touched his soul. The grim expressions of the faces on the sides represent battle and hardship. Kasuga Shrine is the shrine of the Japanese wisteria. The wisteria flower is called Sunazuri no Fuji for the way they drape down to the sand in many layers. This tree is over 700 years old. When Kasuga Shrine is awash in wisteria violet, it is a sign that summer has arrived at Nara Yamatoji. Summer in Nara sees an abundance of water and bright sunshine. These are nostalgic scenes reminiscent of old Japan.